My mom is not my dog. Oh. I guess my tone of voice is pretty bitchy. This is so embarrassing. And I'm standing there like, but I got some thick ass thighs. Hey, it's me, your friendly neighborhood dumbass. I'm really fucking bored right now, so I figured I would make myself a little cocktail. So today we are gonna be making vegan mudslides. I've made these before and they're on my Instagram and like everybody was going crazy for them, so I figured I would do a little tutorial on how to make it. Junie. My dog is licking his bowl right now. Junior, stop. He's looking at me like, shut the fuck up. It literally only takes 2 ingredients. Some vegan ice cream. I have the s'mores So Delicious right here. And some of whatever alcohol you have, pretty much. I have rum right now, so I'm gonna be using that. And then this is just for decoration, but some Hershey's syrup. They're like accidentally vegan, so it's pretty cool, but yeah. So literally all I do is fucking put it in the blender. That's it. It's literally just an alcoholic milkshake. I don't have an ice cream scooper, so I'm just gonna use this plastic spoon. Don't hate on me for using plastic. I reuse all my plastic stuff. Just like scoop it in there. But yeah, so today I've been so bored. There's just nothing to do. I like went to work for a little bit. That was fucking boring. Came home, took a nap. That was also boring. My life is so eventful. I feel like such a winner. And this is like the hardest thing I've ever had to do right now. Oh my god. So much ice cream. Usually I put some non-dairy milk in here, but I don't have any because A, I'm broke, and B, I just don't have any right now. So this is what we're fucking doing. And if I'm looking off to the side, it's because I'm looking at the viewfinder. Hey. I don't know if you guys can see the Junior. What are you doing? You can't eat chocolate. Get down. Are you crazy? Get down. You'll get sick if you eat chocolate. Oh my god. This ice cream is so good. I don't even know what to do about it. Some more. Yes. How many shots should I put in here? Like 3? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty wild right now, so we're just gonna... Oh my god, that was so much. Damn. I have like nothing left now. Uh-oh. Oh well. I just put on the lid. Looks like this. Pretty much like shit. And then just blend it up. I probably need more ice cream, but we'll see. Who's calling me right now? I don't know who this is. Might help if I plug this thing in. This is gonna get really loud. Oh. Why does this thing sound like it's about to break? I think it's done. It's done. It's dripping everywhere. This is so great. I love this for me. I doubt this is enough. It's not enough, but you know what? I don't even feel like putting it in a normal cup because that's a waste of dishes and water, so I'm just gonna drink it out of here. Yeah, so let's do a little taste test. All right, let's go drink this. So fix the lighting in here. Well, this lighting looks really bad, but it's okay. All right, taste test. good. Strong. Good. I don't know. Can you see him? You can see him. He is waiting for some of this damn drink, but he's not gonna get any because there's chocolate in it, and that's not good for him. No, Junie. He's crazy. I'm just so bored right now. There's literally nothing to do. It's raining, so there's nowhere to go. Quarantine is still happening, so there's really nowhere to go. I have no money. I have a car, so I could go somewhere if I really wanted to, but raining, so not worth it. Let's talk about my best friend. Her name is Sarah. I don't know if you can see her on the screen right here. Let's do like the beauty gurus do. Yeah, that's my best friend, Sarah. She's literally the best thing that's ever happened to me. Let's talk about how we met. Oh my God. Yeah, let's talk about that. So, when I was working at Subway way long ago, it was my first job ever. And I was like, kind of like a shift leader, shift manager, whatever you want to call it. And so, I've been working there for like 2 years. Like, Junior, can I tell my story time? He says yes. And we hired this girl named Sarah. And she was supposed to show up for her shift. And she's nowhere to be found. And I was like, let me give this girl a call. So I call her and I leave her a voicemail. I'm like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but you're on the schedule. Just trying to see where you are. Yeah, just give me a call back. And I guess my tone of voice is pretty bitchy. And she hears this message. I don't know where she was at the time. I think she was at one of her other jobs or something. And she hears my tone of voice and she's like, who the fuck is this bitch calling me right now? Like, I know I'm supposed to be there. I'm having a meeting with my other manager. And I'm like, oh God, okay. So we finally meet and we just are like, whatever about each other. Nothing too crazy. Then I find out she's best friends with my coworker at the time we'll name him Steve. And I had no idea of this. They had been best friends for like years. And I had no idea of this. And like me and Steve start hanging out a lot. And then me and Sarah start hanging out a lot. And then all of a sudden, we're all best friends. We start this little squad group called The Squad. And that soon came to a close. And yeah, me and Sarah have been best friends ever since. Going on like 5 years now. I think 4 or 5, somewhere around there. And yeah, she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. We stopped hanging out with Steve because of some other tea that I won't spill right now. But yeah, we don't hang out with Steve anymore. Not a good look. Yeah. So yeah, that's the story of me and my best friend, Sarah. Let's tell the story of my dog, Junior. So I don't know if any of you know this about me, but I suffer from what they call obsessive compulsive disorder. And one day I had a breakdown to my mom. We're just gonna keep it at that. So I had a mental breakdown to my mom and I said to her, look, Mom, I can't do this anymore. Like, I wake up every day and I feel like I'm drowning and I need something to pull me up to the surface. And that was in short. It was very long and drawn out, the whole situation, but in short, that's what I said to her. And I said, the only way it's for me to come out of this is for me to get an animal. And we had dogs before in the past, but never actually worked out. She's not really an animal person. I'm a huge animal lover, so I don't know how I came from her, but so a friend of mine at the time had 2 dogs, and those 2 dogs made some babies, and that's where Junior came along. And so I had thought about getting him before for like a few months, but never actually followed through with it. And then after this breakdown to my mom, she decided it would be a good idea for me to go ahead and get him. So that's how he came to be. And I love him so much, chewing on my hair ties while I'm trying to film a video. But it's okay. Let's talk about how I got into skateboarding. So when me and my brother were younger, we had just moved down here from New York. I'm not gonna say where we live now, but we're from New York. And skateboarding wasn't really something that was like too huge where we were from, because we were from a smaller town, so we weren't really woke to the game yet. So we moved down here, and then we start to see that surfing and skateboarding and stuff like that was like really prominent. And that's when my brother started making a bunch of friends, and all these friends were skateboarders, and he started skateboarding, and I was always super into it, but I never got a board or anything. And yeah, so he would hang out with them. I would kind of like just hang out around the group, being like the younger sister, like the annoying younger sister. But yeah, so I started hanging out with them, chilling with them, watching them try tricks all day long pretty much. And that's when I kind of, this passion grew, but I never actually delved into it too much until about 2 or 3 years ago. I got my first penny board, and that was when I went to a little beach town for my birthday one year, and I got myself a penny board, and that was one of the best decisions I've ever made. And then since then I got some more boards, and I got a just regular straight up board, and I started actually practicing tricks and stuff. I'm not very good at tricks. I can cruise all day long, but tricks, nah. We're working on it, but I got some thick ass thighs, so trying to pop a board with these thick ass thighs is not very good for me. Haven't broken any bones yet. Let me knock on wood for that, cause that'd be really bad if I did. But yeah, haven't broken any bones yet. I mean, I've bust my ass quite a bit. Oh, here's a funny story time. So not that long ago, my sister was in the hospital. She got into a pretty bad car accident. Wasn't her fault or anything, but into a pretty bad car accident, and I was visiting her at the hospital. Ironically, she had broken her leg, her femur, in the accident, and this is so embarrassing for me to say. So I was bringing her some food like the lovely sister I am. I had made her some food at work, and I came to bring it to her, and I was like, let me just ride my penny board to get into the hospital like the cool fucking skateboarder I am. So I'm riding my penny board across the parking lot, by myself, mind you. I'm riding my penny board, everything's going fine, and then I go to take a little dip into the like bank into the hospital, and I guess I missed this. There was a huge break in between, like the hill went like this and the ground went like this, and there was a little what do you call it? There was a little crack, a crevice. There was a crevice, and I didn't see the crevice, and I tip and I just bust my ass. And there was a bus going by, there was some people hanging out in front of the hospital, there was some people at the bus stop, and all of them were just looking at me like, none of them said, "Are you okay?" None of them asked if I was okay. They all just stared at me, and it was so embarrassing, and I just never want to think about that ever again. But here I am telling the story of it, and yeah. Oh, let's tell another embarrassing story, because this is really fun for me actually. So before we got into skateboarding, my brother and I, we were super into roller skating, and we would go to this place called Jelly Beans in my town. Oh my god. So every weekend on Friday, we would go to Jelly Beans, and it was like the thing to do in our town, like just go to Jelly Beans, and like that was the thing to do. So we go there, and like the whole night my stomach's feeling kind of weird, and I'm like, I don't feel so good about this. Like, hold on, let me take a sip. Yeah, the whole night my stomach is just feeling weird. I'm not feeling 100%. I don't know why I'm skating, roller skating, like when I'm feeling like this, because obviously I'm gonna get shaken around, tossed up. So this is so embarrassing. I don't know why I'm telling this right now, but so I'm feeling kind of weird. Stomach is like blah, 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 and I'm like, all right, I don't feel so good. So I'm skating, and all of a sudden, and just threw up all over myself in front of this guy that I had a really big crush on at the time. Like, I was really young, and I had a super big crush on him. And then all of a sudden the workers pushed me off to the side and they turned the spotlights on me. Like, at the if anyone's ever been to a roller rink, you know that they keep it pretty dark in there. But this particular time it was like pitch black and they put the spotlights on me. So here I am sitting, I'm covered in throw up, and I'm just staring at my crush, and he's just looking at me like, you're disgusting. That was so embarrassing. And then I think I didn't go back for like a while after that. And like, yeah, that's the time of how I threw up on myself at the roller skating rink. I mean, every moment in my life is pretty embarrassing. Oh, let's tell a funny kitchen story. So everyone knows that I work in kitchens like all over town where I live. So, wow, this is really bad. This is like not thousands of dollars worth of damage, but like close to like $200 worth of damage. And so it's one of my like first like good shifts of like the weekend. I'm working in the kitchen. Mind you, all of the other workers in the kitchen, they're all line cooks. They're all dudes. So obviously me being the only girl, I'm gonna be the klutzy, ditzy one, which I'm really not like that. It's just when I come around people like that make me feel like that, then obviously I'm gonna start fucking up. Line cook yells out, grab the steaks, I need them sliced on the fly. So I go to grab the steaks, and I'm used to them being on a longer tray, so I'm pulling it like this, and come to find out it's a short tray. So of course my hand over here is not gonna catch the end of the tray. So I yanked the tray, all of the steaks fell on the floor, every single one of them. And that was all we had par cooked for the day. And they all just... And I'm standing there like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm so embarrassed. My face is beet red at this point, and I'm so embarrassed. And I'm like, yep, I'm gonna get fired today. And they're like, God damn it, Angela, they're throwing pots and pans and shit. I'm being dramatic, but yeah, that was very embarrassing for me because that was like one of my first kitchen jobs, and it was just really bad. Like, just really bad, because that was like a lot of money worth of steaks. Like, at least 6 or 7 steaks on that thing, and we dropped all of it. I dropped all of it, and it was just really bad. But yeah, that's an embarrassing story. And I think I'm gonna call it a day on that note. I embarrassed myself enough for one video. I'm gonna finish this. It's really strong, so I'm feeling the effects. I'm feeling the effects right now. But yeah, thank you for listening to my embarrassing childhood stories. I hope you laughed along with me. Yeah, I'm just gonna go hang out with my doggy right there and watch some more YouTube videos like I do all day, every day. But yeah, like the video, subscribe if you want to listen to more shitty stories about my life, because there's a lot, trust me. Over and out from me and my dog. Peace!